Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of KitMaker Network and many other hobby-related websites, including Armor Emma, Aeroscale, and blah, 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 blah. All right, welcome to another mail call. I know I've been all I've been doing is mail call videos lately. I know it's just weird. I've had a lot of stuff going on, mostly with my teeth. Had to have 2 surgical thingies where they do the laser scrubbing of all your teethy things. So yes, I'm dealing with lots of teeth issues lately. It's wonderful to get old. Young guys and girls out there, brush your teeth well and floss and do good habits, because yeah, you can't always just count on, you know, for years I had no teeth problems whatsoever, and then all of a sudden now I do. Anyways, not to bore you with my health problems, but yeah. It's sad. It's sad. So, as you can see behind me, I've got a avalanche of sample stuff that's come in. Tons of books, tons of kits, and so forth. And of course, we'll do the books first, because you know you guys love the books. Actually, a lot of you do actually respond pretty well to the book videos. But yeah, I got to get on with this and go quick. And not spend a lot of time soapboxing or doing any of the normal things I would do, because I got to pick my daughter from school at 3, and you can see from the clock behind me it's almost 2 o'clock. So yes, the weather outside is wonderful and barely any light, just like normal lately, which is another reason why I haven't been doing a lot of unboxing videos and such. I just don't have the lighting in this room to do them well right now. I need to maybe invest in some LED lighting or something. All right, so we've got another one from, I believe we've got the Aero Research brand. There's their wonderful logo. And this is looks like a DVD or CD resource guide for aftermarket aircraft decals. So probably, I'm assuming printable. Says covers 800 plus decal brand names, thousands of decal sheets listed, hundreds of sample illustrations, more than 800 pages, requires Adobe Acrobat Reader. So I guess it's kind of a book on decals, I guess then. Yeah, seems right. First edition 2018. So essentially, yeah, everything you want to know about decals, the details of decals. But if somebody wants to check that out, definitely I will be more than happy to send that out to somebody to kind of do a online written review, I would assume. They could do a video, I suppose, too, but yeah. Next, we've got something from Osprey. Probably got many things from Osprey here. What is new from Osprey? Well, we had their new Operation Market Garden 1944-3. I'm assuming this is the 3rd book maybe in this series. Not sure. The British 30th Corps missions. I guess that's XXX, 30th Corps, right? Illustrated by Graham Turner, and this one was written by Ken Ford. So we will try to get turning the page done. I really do need to get my turning the page videos caught up, because you can see my stack is growing here. But it's on my list, my mini list of things to do, which, being that I'm moving this year, this is going to be an interesting year trying to get all this stuff done. On all the other things I need to get done, of course, too. I wish I could clone myself and have many me's. We got in a bunch of 3 of these different Osprey books, and this one, Sagar Anti-Tank Missiles versus M60 Main Battle Tank, Yom Kippur War, 1973, by Chris McNabb. And that's part of their dual series. Early U.S. Armored Cars 1915 to 1940 by Steven Zaloga. This one's illustrated by Felipe. I forget how they say it in Spanish. Anyways, Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez illustrated that one. Anti-Tank Rifle by Steven J. Zaloga. So I think this is this is a weapons series, right? I put out 60 books in the weapons series. Wow. That goes quick. And lastly, another big one from Osprey here, in a very large envelope, which I probably should not mess up, because I could probably use that envelope again. Let's see, we've got another 3 books in typical Osprey size. The T-90 Standard Tank, First Tank of the New Russia by Steven J. Zaloga. Mr. Zaloga, you have been busy lately. Also illustrated by Mr. Rodriguez. World War II Vichy French Security Troops by Stephen Cullen, illustrated by Mark Stacey in the Men-at-Arms series. The Kuban 1943, the Wehrmacht's Last Stand in the Caucasus by Robert Forsyth, illustrated by Steve Noon. And in the Combat series, Gebersjäger versus Soviet sailor. Sorry, I'm not. Gebergsjäger. Arctic Circle, 1942 to 44. And this one is by David Greentree. If that isn't a very, very specific topic on something, wow. Next we have from Scale Aircraft Modeling, or SAM Publications, probably their military modeling mag, but we will check to see. Ah, yes, Military Modelcraft International, latest issue. This is issue number 22, I want to say, volume 22 of January 18th of the January issue. So Scale Model Challenge 2017 special issue. And so lots of stuff in there. We'll do a turning the page, but yeah, you can see quite a few subjects on that cover there. And then we have a box from Commod Publishing. Not sure now. I'm going to go, oh yes, right. When I open this. But right off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember what book series they normally publish. This one is, once I can get it out of the box here, a very nice softcover issue. This is the SM Press Aircraft Modeling Essentials, a comprehensive guide in softcover, but very, very nicely made with 150 plus pages. So we will definitely get a nice turning the page on that one. Boxes, yes. Finally, he's to the boxes. Just get some of these magazines and stuff stacked up and out of the way. Hope you guys have been having a good week or so. Has it been 2 weeks? 2 weeks, right? I think I skipped last week. That stack is growing. More growing. And don't forget the CD. All right, so now I have space to put these boxes down here. So this one's from Miniart. I'm sure all the newest Miniart things are in here in their collapsed form, but I probably will have boxes covers to show. Oh, no, they've actually boxed everything for me. Oh, nice. So we have the Bundeswehr Tank Crew in 1/35th scale, and with some very nice camo patterns and such. I'll try to hold that steadier. And you can see some of the back poses. And then we have the Panzerfaust 3060 set. And it looks like this has a lot of items in it. By the way, for some of you older guys who aren't, your videos aren't kind of new for you, you can hit the pause button. If I put stuff up too quickly, oh, I wish you'd hold that up longer. Pause the video. Yeah. Just a tip. Just a friendly tip. And then we have their T55 Mod 1963 in a really, really hefty, thick box size. This one includes an interior, it looks like, and it has decal options for Cuba, Vietnam, Finland, Iraq, Israel, Egypt, Ethiopia, Syria, and the USSR. I love how they put the USSR last. Did they put those in alphabetical order? No, they didn't. So this is 37018 in 1/35th scale, as I said. Probably a very... this is T55. This is their first T55, right? They've been doing lots of T54s, but I don't remember. Maybe they have done one T55 before this? Nope, T54-1. That's from a while back. Anyway, some people say in the comments if that's the case. That this will have many T55s, I'm sure. This one is from our friends at Panda, and I think it's just Panda kits that are in here. Well, I guess we will find out. Yeah, Panda. Looks like we got some... If I can get this off here without damaging the box. Could use a hairdryer. Sometimes that's helpful. The 1/35th scale Husky Mark III VMMD with GPRS, vehicle mounted mine detection. So that's a pretty cool specialty vehicle, obviously, for currently, I'm sure, deployed in Iraq or Afghanistan. What else does it say on the side here? This is the part of the classical scale series. Not sure what that means, but it sounds good. We'll definitely be getting that off to somebody. It looks like we did get some Kitty Hawk kits for first time kind of thing. So we got the Kitty Hawk SU-17 at 22 UM3K. That is the most colorful, pretty aircraft I think I've ever seen. That's a lot of colors. So this one's 1/48 scale. Again, pretty big box. We've got decals on the side or markings and so forth on the side for Polish Air Force, Soviet Yellow 88, Hungarian Air Force, 31st KTF Regiment, and the East Germany, I assume, Manching, Germany, 1994. So I'm not sure that. Oh, there's two more on the other side. Czech Air Force, TAW Wing or TA Wing, 72nd. Oh, that's good English, Jim. 32nd TR. I'm having trouble reading because I don't have my reading glasses on, obviously. Ukrainian Air Force, Yellow 77. Not sure what that, the SU 22M3. So different variants too, it looks like, are also included, because it does say obviously SU 17/22UM. So I'll just stick that up there so we can see it in the pretty backgrounds. And what else do we have? We have the M1235A1 Max Pro Dash DXM. This is, I'm sure, a... Jade, stop barking. People are in the park. My dog likes to bark at people in the park. I'm assuming a MRAP vehicle. I don't see the V-hull on this, but I'm guessing it's just kind of covered up in suspension-y stuffs. Actually looks a little older though, so maybe does this predate the MRAP V-hull? It does look like an slightly older vehicle, but this is PH 35032. Two more boxes. We will get through these. Where were we? All right, so this one's from MRC. So I'm guessing we have even more potential Academy kits. Probably you guys have heard the news. It's been out there that Hobbyco has gone into bankruptcy proceedings. I'll just briefly kind of cover this because if you haven't heard it, you will eventually. We used to get quite a few kits from them. We stopped getting them a while back, I think. I mean, I'm not sure the last item we got from them. So I'm sure that'll maybe change in the future. Whoever takes over, basically, however it's reorganized. Revell, they own both Revell and Revell of Germany. So that's something that they could get kind of split up again. They were separate companies and they came back together under Hobbyco, and now they may go back to being, again, run by different parent companies or owners. But all that stuff will get resolved, I'm sure. Hobbyco is not going to just disappear. They are still one of the bigger hobby retailers / suppliers. And I doubt seriously they're just going to, vanish overnight. Certainly those brands are not going to just disappear. So just as a word of comforting, don't think you may hear rumors about, this or that. But yeah, it's just Kmart has been bankrupt umpteen times in the last whatever years, and they're still around. So if Kmart can survive, then I'm sure Hobbyco can as well. This was the Academy release, U.S. Marine Corps F4J. This is the Red Devils VMFA 232 Red Devils in 1/72nd scale. Looks nice. And we have one of the Da Vinci series. This is a leverage crane. These are working kind of plastic model part, limited, parts and movement, but they actually function. And this one looks like it has a counterweight and, draws this crane. So that looks interesting. We'll maybe get somebody to review that for Model Geek. And then we have the Finnish Army K9FIN. That's Finn, as in K9 Finn. Mukari or Mokari. This is obviously a SPG in 1/35th scale. And hopefully the glare is not too bad there. Really, I wish they would not put the glary saran wrap on there. It's not saran wrap, but it's clear plastic wrap. Still, my windows are kind of glary, but hopefully that's looking a little bit better, anyways. I will set that also up here so you can see it. And that leaves us one box here from IBG Models, which they sent us something not too long ago. So this is another. They are just pumping this stuff out lately. And they recently became an advertiser on the website, which is good because we need more supporters. As I have been complaining about, Facebook is killing the internet. Facebook. Everybody's Facebook. Eventually I figure these are cyclical things that, we're going to take action and go to war with Facebook. Not literally. But we're certainly not going to just like sit down and take it. We're going to try to improve the site, so as I've talked about in previous videos. So I'm not going to go over it again because this is IBG's time. But again, we will be doing stuffs. All right, so what do we have? We've had a 72nd scale release, the Chevrolet C15TA from IBG Models, again with the glares. Interesting expression on the motorcycle rider there. I'm not sure if he sees something in the distance or what that is, but yeah, that's an interesting expression. We have 1/72nd scale Type 89 Japanese medium tank COU, C-O-U, gasoline mid-production. So nice to see, a lot more of these Japanese and other kits available. In their aircraft series, we've got the 1/72nd scale RWD-8 PWS German, Latvian, and Soviet service. This is some kind of spotter plane, I assume. World War II issue, I would again guess. And then we have the PZL-23B Karas Polish Light Bomber Late. Been doing obviously a lot of those. IBG being a Polish company, clearly they have a lot of interest in their country's aircraft and so forth. Type 94 Japanese tankette with 37mm gun, also 1/72nd scale. So those are all 1/72nd, right? All right. And I think that is it. So, make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, I think I got everything. All right, well, so this is the point of the video. I say, well, if you're new to these mail call videos and you want to know why I get all this stuff, it's not just so I can pull my hair out and go, what the heck am I going to do with all these samples? We do have a sample sheet, which I will endeavor to try to get all this stuff posted onto. I believe I got all last week's stuff on, so that's a plus. But there are items, definitely a lot of items to add here, and I will be putting those on the list in the next few days. If you don't see these items, you might see something else, but you can always ask for these items through the same channels we generally have on those spreadsheets. And they are located on our home pages. I'll put the link thing somewhere in here so that you can see where to look for them. But if you're interested in doing a review sample, again, we go through this litany, obviously, but we do have kind of basic requirements, mainly that you can take photos, that you can write in coherent English, those kinds of things. The photo taking is sometimes the biggest challenge, so we like to see people who've maybe published a blog online, so we can see their photo taking and writing, or maybe they publish a review somewhere else on another website, or on our websites. So if you're interested in doing reviews for us, there's all sorts of options for you. You can if you can't get us to send you an item, you could always do a review of your own item, and then we'll have something to kind of go, oh yeah, they're capable, and so forth. Primarily with our own, the items we send out that are provided to us, we want to see a fairly speedy turnover. Sometimes we see that, sometimes we don't see it, and as I've talked about before, obviously that gets a little frustrating. But yeah, if you think you're somebody who can be diligent and take a project through build phases and either blog about it on the website or write a inbox reviews sometimes is all we ask for. Like for some of these kits, all we'll need is an inbox review, but sometimes we want a build review where it means building the kit, and sometimes blogging the kit online is a good way to kind of set the ground, do all the groundwork for an eventual build review, because you'll basically have all the photos of your build process. You'll already have some things about it that you obviously ran into. You won't have to go, oh, what was it about that again that I, back 29 days ago when I was building this and I ran into this problem. So, it kind of acts as essentially like a diary, the blog. So, and sometimes we just ask for a blog period and we don't ask for a review, but, obviously it varies from project to project. And we are open. If we put open, just so you know, if we put open on the spreadsheet, it means we're open to your suggestions for a project, like, or some kind of article, whatever it is you want to provide. Yeah, so that pretty much covers all that. And thanks to all the people who've sent us items for review, and we look forward to doing more stuff in the coming year. Even though this is going to be a hectic year for me, I'm definitely not. I'm not going to be lying down and just going, Facebook, it's killing us. No, I do intend to try to, go to battle and try to, give our members, obviously I need to give our members something, a reason to come back and use our sites and so forth, because, again, I don't want to soapbox on this too long, but clearly there is an erosion with all websites right now, not just hobby websites. All websites right now are seeing this happen, where essentially, unless it's some kind of specialty site dealing with the world of tanks or something. You know, I'm sure their forums are, well, actually their forums are probably going down too because their user base is going down. But my point is simply that if you have a reason for people to go and it's the only place they can go to talk about something, then that's one thing, like a publisher of something. Ironically, you know, a lot of the brands have done really well with Facebook. For instance, I set up a Facebook page for Ryfield Model, and their webpage or their Facebook page does really well in terms of interest in people, you know, using it and so forth. And that's helped, I think, companies because it gives them like a little bit of an online, you know, central place for people to go. But the other things, I know people have complained about this before, you know, with Facebook, there's so many groups, and it's a good thing that they'll allows very specific groups on, you know, this genre, or that, you know, specific topic or whatever, but clearly trying to find those groups and connect with them. So, you know, I'll be looking for ways to essentially kind of try to maybe become a central hobby thing again, where people can say, well, I'm interested in finding groups on Facebook that I like, so I went to KitMaker and found these groups, you know, whatever. I'll try to come up with something that gives us, you know, a unique thing that Facebook's not adding, because the reality of it is that Facebook cares nothing about scale modeling. Facebook only cares about users and getting users to use their website, which is a benefit to them. I mean, because they're focused on that only. But they don't care about adding them. Like there won't be a thing where you can go on Facebook and say, yeah, this is about a tank and it's 1/35th scale and you know, it's this time period or what. I mean, they don't care about those things because that's not part of their you know, their mission. Their mission is simply to become the largest global web, which they've accomplished, the largest global website of users online, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I'm just waiting for the moment where people go, yeah, they don't care anything about me personally. They just care about their you know, their ad revenues, their bottom lines, whatever. I'm still trying to focus on community building, because if I just focus on businessy things and, you know, contacting people about advertising and that was all I did or whatever, then I know a long time ago that the sites never would have gotten to where they are. You have to focus on what people want to see and use and so forth. And I know some people are going to smirk at that and say, oh, Jim, you should have added photo uploading, a better photo uploading system like 10 years ago. Yep, you're right. I should have added a better photo uploading system. But, you know, I focused on other things, you know, maybe some minor things or whatever. But yeah, we need to get back to our core basics. Anyways, didn't mean to do all that, but every time I get on this subject, of course, I care passionately about this stuff. So it's like, it just all gets me going and you know, that's the way it is. All right, well, again, thanks to all the companies who sent us samples. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them below in the comments section on our website or on YouTube or whatever, wherever you're watching this. And we will see you next time on Mail Call.